The basic practice of hooponopono revolves around 4 simple phrases. Number 1, I'm sorry. Number 2, please forgive me. Number 3, thank you. And number 4, I love you. Here's where it gets very interesting. You're not just asking for forgiveness from others, but from yourself too. There's actually some solid psychology behind the practice. When we hold guilt and resentment, we're actually poisoning ourselves. But the thing is, it's like drinking the poison and wishing that the other person falls sick. Hooponopono gives you the framework to let go of the poison and start. Hi there guys, welcome to Innerhabit. My name is Shruti Doctor and I am going to be your host for today. I am taking you on a trip to Hawaii. Not literally, we're not here for the beaches and the sand and the surf, but we're going to dive into something more powerful. It's something known as the practice of hooponopono. Don't worry, I don't expect you to remember that word. Hooponopono is an ancient Hawaiian practice for reconciliation and forgiveness. So let's delve deeper into hooponopono. Our mind occasionally gets tangled up like a ball of Christmas lights. You occasionally feel that you may as well throw those Christmas lights and get new Christmas lights because it's just too hard to untangle the mess. The problem here though is you can't throw your mind away like wanting to throw the Christmas lights away. You've got to untangle the mind. Well, that's where hooponopono comes in. It gently helps you untangle the knots that are associated with the resentment, negative patterns, and the guilt that you carry around with you. Hooponopono is based on an idea that we are all connected in some way or another. Your problems, well, they're my problems too. My mistakes, they're your mistakes too. Sounds a little crazy, right? But hold on, let's look at this in a little bit more detail. The basic practice of hooponopono revolves around 4 simple phrases. Number 1, I'm sorry. Number 2, please forgive me. Number 3, thank you. And number 4, I love you. Just like you guys, I initially thought to myself, is that it? Really? Seriously? Here's the thing, the magic isn't in the words themselves. It's around the intention and the feelings that are behind them. So let's break each one of these phrases down. The first one was I'm sorry. I'm sorry isn't about guilt or shame. It's about acknowledging that somewhere or somehow you've contributed to the problem. Maybe not directly, but remember, we're all connected. The second one was please forgive me. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. You're not just asking for forgiveness from others, but from yourself too. How often do we beat ourselves about the mistakes that we've made in the past? The third one was thank you. Gratitude is a powerful force. You're thanking the universe, the situation, even the problem, because the problem in itself is your catalyst for growth. The problem is the opportunity for you to heal and grow. The fourth one was I love you. Sending love to a person, a situation, or to yourself is in essence so transformative. Now there's actually some solid psychology behind the practice. When we hold guilt and resentment, we're actually poisoning ourselves. But the thing is, it's like drinking the poison and wishing that the other person falls sick. Hooponopono gives you the framework to let go of the poison and start with a clean slate. There is a famous story about a Dr. Hugh Len, who is a Hawaiian therapist. He apparently healed an entire ward of criminally insane patients without meeting them face to face. How? He actually practiced hooponopono on their files. He read up on their criminal files and their illnesses and then worked on healing himself of whatever he saw in them. Honestly, this sounds absolutely insane. But over time, these patients who were shackled They essentially were allowed to walk freely without their shackles. Others were taken off their medication. Eventually, that ward closed down because there was nobody there to treat. So how can one go about practicing hooponopono in their daily lives? I share 4 exciting tips that can get you started. The first one is start with yourself. Think of something that you've been beating yourself up about. Maybe it's a missed deadline at work or even an argument with your partner. Close your eyes and repeat these 4 phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. When you say these 4 phrases, you've really got to feel each phrase within you. The second one is move on to others. Think of someone you're having a conflict with. Instead of focusing on what they did wrong, repeat the 4 hooponopono phrases. Remember, we're not taking the blame. We're accepting the interconnectedness between all things. The third way is to apply it to all situations. So if you're stuck in traffic or if you're late for a meeting, instead of getting frustrated, try the hooponopono. You might be surprised at how it actually shifts your own perspective, but as a result of that, how it shifts the perspective of others. The fourth way is to make it an everyday practice. Some people actually do the hooponopono meditation where they repeat the phrases over a period of time. But you can also use it only when challenges arise. Now, we don't always feel sorry, nor are we in the mood for forgiveness. That's okay. The beauty about hooponopono isn't about forcing feelings. It's about opening the doors to possibility. Sometimes just being willing to be willing is enough. So forgiveness isn't about condoning somebody's behavior. It's more about freeing yourself from that anger and resentment. It's about cleaning the lens through which you view the world. Now, in the world that we live in, we could use a little bit of forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others. And hooponopono gives us the tools to do just that. So I challenge you guys to try this. Next time you're feeling stressed, stuck, or resentful, take a deep breath and say the 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Remember, change always starts with you. When you heal yourself, you heal others around you too. And that's the true power of hooponopono. Until next time, keep growing, keep forgiving, and keep untangling those lights in the mind. And guys, if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.